Just realised it's 11:45 and I've barely done any filming today. Well, earlier at work I did set up a camera to film Samir, but it was a really massive failure. Here's a clip of that. Wow, I put it in the wrong place, and you can't really see him. Thought I'd talk about some stuff now. I don't really know in what context I'm going to do it in. I don't want to depress you or nothing, but I'm going to talk about death, or at least dealing with it. I feel like I am really good at dealing with it. I guess everybody deals with things like that differently. There's no set way that you're supposed to deal with it. I think everyone should have their own ways. But for me, I feel like I've always lived my life sort of not properly, as in I kind of live it from an outside perspective as well as inside it. I kind of look on at my life as if it's some sort of TV show that I'm watching, when actually it's just my life. So dealing with something like death has been easier than it probably is for people who live their life properly. With normal brains. Like, I'm alright, and I kind of worried that I was keeping it all in and kind of not dealing with it, but I've dealt with it. I've not been a emotionally void stone of a person, you know. There's been crying and such, but nothing extreme. I guess funerals are always sad, and I cry at someone's funeral in EastEnders, so I'm probably going to cry at a real life one more. But that's all really. In the instance of it actually happening and having to deal with it, I think I've dealt with that, and I don't think there'll be any more kind of terrible breakdowns or anything like that. I think I'm alright. And there's this sense that life goes on, and as mental as that is, life goes on is that sort of saying that you say, and it just sounds a bit kind of negative, I guess. But it isn't. Life does go on. There's no way of stopping that from being a true fact. So you just do have to get on with things. So my life has gone on, and I'm getting on with it, and I'm looking to the future and all of that stuff. For me, I just feel like feeling down about something like this, it doesn't do anyone any good. It doesn't do the people around you any good, it doesn't do yourself any good, and it certainly, if the person was still around, wouldn't impress them either, you know? Inside myself, I'm still completely and utterly devastated, and I will never stop feeling like that. But on the outside, and also kind of on the inside as well, I've dealt with it. I'm pretty impressed with myself in the way that I've dealt with it. I am actually, like, people ask me if I'm okay, and I can genuinely answer that I am. I'm absolutely fine. And it puts a lot of things in perspective as well. That's another thing about it. Like, you have to take the positives from any situation, I think, especially such a negative situation. I think positives should be taken from it, and what I've taken is a perspective on life. The other day, a woman's phone got stolen at work by this guy, a big issue seller who came in. Her phone was stolen, she put her head in her hands and was like crying a bit, and I just looked at her and I was like, I don't care that your phone's been taken, because life's been put in perspective for me, and to me a phone really means zero on the scale of things that matter. I care about my friends and I care about my family, and anything else is a bonus, and I don't care. It kind of makes you understand things a bit better as well, just like about how quickly your life can just be taken, and how you really should try and live your life how you want to live it. It's made me feel incredibly lucky that I've got so many great friends, and that we're all so strong and so great as a group and as individuals. Like, we're just amazing, and I know every friendship group would say this, but I genuinely think we're one of the best, and my friends are kind of on a different level to other people's. Like, how close we are, and how much we have love for each other, and how funny we all are, and how utterly fantastic we all are. Obviously, I'm not counting Rob in any of the aforementioned things.